Merry Christmas to you. Ho, 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 ho. And keep it realistic.
All right, we're back. Another day, another dollar. We're gonna start out with the jerkbait once again. The last few days of fishing have been pretty bad. And when I say pretty bad, I mean horrible. I think I've caught a bluegill and maybe a white bass. Day 3, let's see what we can catch. All right, maybe, just maybe down here. Nothing. They just don't want the hard bait. What I'm about to do is tie on a treble hook, maybe try and catch some shad, and use them as live bait, I guess. I'm not really too confident in that either, since I'm not seeing a lot of splashing. We're gonna try and catch some live bait and then use that live bait to catch a big fish. There we go. There we go. We got our first live bait right here, a shad. We're gonna cast it out and we're gonna basically let it sink and sit on the bottom and wait for a bite. Let me check my drag. We're good. I'm just gonna watch that line.
This is Addison, and we caught a fish. Keep it realistic.
We're hoping for a drum, a bass, a skipjack, a white bass, maybe even a striper. I don't know. You never know what you might catch on a live bait, especially a live shad. Since I'm fishing with a treble hook, I got my trusty, rusty pliers. We're not gonna leave it sit in place for too long. After a few minutes, I'm just gonna lift it up, and that's gonna drag it about 2 or 3 feet toward me. Then we'll let it sit there for a minute. Then we'll lift it up, let it sit there for a minute. I'm holding the rod in my hand the whole time, even though I'm fishing the bottom, because I'm expecting a bite. I'm fishing it a little more actively than a cat fisherman who just throws it out there and sets the pole down and watches. Oh yeah, welcome back to Realistic Fishing. Like I said, I'm out here trying to catch a live bait and then use that live bait to catch a big fish. Let's see if I still have my shad. I do. Let's try this side. There's a lot of bait fish around, but not a ton of fish going for them. The weather has been a bit warm. It's been in the 80s. I think that may have pushed off the bite, pushed the fish back a little bit. But as it cools down more, they should get more active. At least that's what I'm gonna keep telling myself. Fish. Here we go. What is it? Oh, it's a small bass. All right. All right. Third species in the last 3 days. We got a small bass. Smooth tongue. Largemouth bass. Let me get this hook out of here. Yeah. It's like a 9-incher. And now I need a new bait. So let's cast it out and see if we can't catch another shad. There we go. Another live bait. I see some splashing. Let's get it right down in there.
This is John from Knoxville, Tennessee. You're watching Realistic Fishing. Keep it realistic.
Once again, just kind of waiting for that line to tighten up. So far we've got one small juvenile largemouth bass. So yeah, while we wait here for another bite, I'm going to show you my previous catches. There's a nibble. Fish on. First fish of the day. Bluegill. Nope. Shell cracker. All right. Got a shell cracker here. Red ear sunfish. Look at it right there. First fish. Sunfish. Fish. Got one. Here we go. What is it? What is it? It's a white bass. All right, let's get this guy. Nice catch. We got a white bass here. Look at that. Got a little bit of damage in the scales there, but that's pretty good size. Not as big as some of those ones I was catching at Skeletor Park, but it's a pretty good white bass. We're gonna let him go. Go. All right. There. Is that a bite? Fish. Fish on. That's another bass. A little bit larger this time. There we go. There we go. Quarter pounder, maybe a little bit larger. Not a monster by any means, but we're gonna get a quick picture since it's the biggest fish of the day. Yeah, there we go. Nice little quarter pounder, maybe a half pound on its best day. Not huge, but I'm catching something out here. Let's let it go.
I'm Tammy from Texas, and you're watching Realistic Fishing. Keep it realistic.
So yeah, we got some bait fish out here. I'm getting a couple of bites. In about 45 minutes to an hour, I caught 2 bass. Not great, but not the worst either. Like I said, not horrible, but not great. I got 2 largemouth bass today. I got a white bass yesterday and a bluegill the day before that. It is what it is. Thanks for watching Realistic Fishing. Keep it realistic.